Hello members of the 26th District, Senator Nathan Schlicher here, talking with you about what's going on in Olympia this week. Well, we're moving out of that phase of the year where we are dealing with policy issues and we're getting to the part of the budgets. And when we think about the budgets, what I think about is about our middle class families. It's about jobs and it's about opportunity for our kids. And so when I look at the three budgets, that's how I start out thinking about them. So first up, we've got transportation. Transportation is what funds our roads. It's what funds our ferries. It's what allows us to do big projects like the tunnels and bridges that we need in our society to keep people moving and get them to work. But the other thing that it does is it puts people back to work. We know from this recession that the construction industry is the one that's been the hardest hit and hasn't recovered. 42,000 jobs in our state still lost since the start of the recession. That's out of 60,000. We've only picked up about 18,000 over the last few years. When we talk about transportation and maintaining our roads and about building for the future to keep us connected, we're talking about jobs and putting people back to work and living wages that provide for their families. The same thing is true with our second budget that comes out, which is separate, which is the capital budget. And the capital budget, through dedicated revenue and other bonding, allows us to build things like schools, allows us to do environmental projects, to fund things like the Harper Pier in our communities. It allows us to really help move us forward in a number of different ways, but it again puts people back to work. It provides for that sustainable middle class and makes sure that we're investing not in just the Washington of today, but the Washington of tomorrow. Lastly, we have the operating budget, and that's the one that often gets the most attention. It's what we do the big three out of. We do healthcare, we do education, and we do public safety. That's 80 to 90% of the budget when we're talking about it. And so when we talk about the struggles of making sure that we're building for that brighter future, of educating, like the McCleary decision made clear out of the Supreme Court that the state has to do more to fund basic education. And when we talk about healthcare so that people can get to their jobs, be healthy and well, and be able to be productive and to provide for their family. Or when we talk about public safety, we're talking about prisons and police officers and making sure that people are being safe in the community. Those are the big three things that we talk about balancing the budget on, and we have to make tough choices there. So those are the three big budgets that we'll be working on really for the rest of the session. So if there are things that interest you, I've heard from folks that care about snowmobiling and making sure that that gas tax revenue that was dedicated to their account comes back, or about the Harper Pier in Port Orchard, or expanding the YMCA, or so many other projects. If you have something that's important to you, please reach out to us, email us, call us, come visit our office, or come out and join us on the Coffees on the Corner. This last Friday, we were out in Port Orchard, and we'll be out this week in Bremerton. Please come join us and share your passion and your interests. We can't do this without you. So I look forward to seeing you out in the community and working together to continue to build for that brighter future for all of us and for everyone in the 26th District and beyond. Thank you so much for your time.